Be going to school full-time to get a bachelor's degree in 2 years instead of 4 years.
We all have to pay for mistake. And I know God wasn't being supported with nobody. I'm just being supported with God and then me.
Mom, a few years ago, but the pain is still there. Mom was her best friend and her inspiration. And
Bouncer too.
That's what he calls me.
That's how she would remember me, Judge.
That's what my boss calls me.
A hardworking single mom juggling work and school gets some much-needed help. She has a parking ticket on Broad Street, and she also has a red light violation, too.
I knew about one of them. I had to come to court in August for that one, but I didn't know I had another one. And I also have another one from last year.
okay, one is on Eddy and Dudley Street. That's near the Rhode Island Hospital.
She told the judge that she couldn't remember that one. The video was shown to her, and she clearly went through the red light. She explained that she saw the light turn red, but she thought she could make it. The second violation was on Westminster, and there was a sign that boldly stated, "Right on red after stop," but she didn't stop.
I remember getting the ticket because I was actually talking to my friend, and after I saw the light, I was like, I got a ticket.
The first ticket's going to be dismissed because it was one-tenth of a second.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right.
She also has a $100 parking ticket for parking at a tow zone. She works at Sonic and she has one child. It appears that it was a school zone violation on a different car. Judge Frank stated that he was going to charge her $35 court cost on each case and dismiss the $100 ticket.
I just have to pay my car and all that stuff, and I actually don't even have a phone now. I also wanted to ask if there was any way that I could have like a community service or something, because I'd be able to do that as well.
Turns out that she's a single parent and she also goes to school as well. That's a lot of responsibilities for just one person. According to Judge Frank, a lady from New Orleans, Louisiana, sent him a $25 check and the added note saying her parents had always taught her to do good and give back. Because of this inspiration, she wants to help someone else.
Use her $25 to help pay for your fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In addition to that is cash from an individual named David Sodawand, who's from Cross River, New York. She chipped in that she was actually from New York. Well, I guess David would be happy to know this. David also added a note saying that he'd like to give back to someone who might need help paying a fine.
We're going to use those two contributions to pay your fine, so it's not going to cost you anything.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Tell me about school. Where are you going to school?
Well, I just graduated from high school, and I'm going to college Unbound. It's a specific college built for single parents who have to maintain a full-time job and go to college as well.
She really is setting a wonderful example, and it's clear that she's obviously a great mom, and I hope that things improve for her. Judge Caprio's moved by the positive attitude and strong sense of responsibility displayed by a proud single mom. She has two children, a 3-year-old who was brought to court and a 16-year-old who's in high school.
Who got all these tickets?
Some of them me, and then the other one my sister. And baby daddy registered my car in my name, but it's under my name. I guess I have to pay for it.
She explained that her husband left her house 2 months ago and she's all by herself. Sadly, she didn't even get help from the government. It's just so sad seeing moms having to go through the responsibility of taking care of their kids alone.
Concentra urgent care, just find a medical assistant job.
And you have two kids that you're taking care of.
My 2 kids, yes. My daughter's an honor roll student.
And you getting any money from your husband?
No money for nothing.
She told the court that it was hard being a single mom because she really doesn't want her daughter having to take any responsibility of taking care of her son. She's also doing so well at school that she might get a scholarship. She further explained that her 3-year-old has some special needs, so she also has to go through that as well.
Work in the morning, drop it off to Head Start. I have to pay someone to go get him my stepdad, and then after work, go back and get my son, get ready for the next day.
It's pretty impressive that she can still keep a smile on her face and even has an upbeat attitude regardless of all that she goes through. She explained that she was that way because she feels good about herself, that she's able to help others and will continue to as long as she has the capacity to do so. Talk about selfless. I wish a lot more moms were like that.
I'm going to say again that I am so impressed by your attitude. You have a healthy attitude. You're a great mom and you're a great person.
Thank you.
And you're talking about helping other people when you yourself need help. And I know that you haven't had an opportunity for many people to extend financial help to you.
Judge Frank decided that he was going to fine her $200, which she was not going to be paying. He further stated that it would be paid from the Philomena Fund, which was named after his mom and consists of donations from people all over the world.
I appreciate it, and I
No.
will pray. And I see you all the time in camera. I'm so glad that I met you in person because you're such a good person. I do watch you and I do pray for you for everything you do for the people.
She is one adorable, strong mom. Moms definitely deserve a lot more accolades than they're given. On to our next case. A single mom struggling to raise a special needs kid returns to court to take Judge Frank Caprio up on his offer to help her. She's got 2 red light violations, one on Dean Street and the other on Westminster in Manton.
I came on the 28th. I thought they just erased the ticket because I came to see you. I came with my son and you said that I don't have to pay anything, so I don't understand.
I'm not sure when you were here last time, whether or not it was these 2.
According to Inspector Kerrigan, she had another plate which she had a judgment on from the judge that she still owed, but the other plates were the ones he had adjudicated. She apparently has 2 parking tickets, a speeding ticket, and 2 red light tickets.
I came here with my son. My son has special needs, and my daughter's a owner School Road at Cranston East. So I just, you asked me how it would be like a single mom. I told you I just started working. My husband left the house like 3 months ago with another person, so I was doing by myself. And you said, oh, if you need anything, come back to the court. And
After she refreshed his memory, Judge Frank stated that he could now remember. Unfortunately, it turns out nothing had changed since the last time she was in court. Rather than get better, things got worse according to her. She's in court now, and she needs help.
Do know that you indicated you had some other issues. If you want to briefly explain them, maybe we can give you some assistance, because I did tell you the last time you were here that if there was something that you think we could help you with, to call. So what do you want to tell me?
okay, so
She explained that her ex-husband was still on her lease, which meant she was paying both her rent and his, but she only lives with her 2 kids. Conforming to what she said, she started getting charged all the rent from before he left her house and after, so due to this, she's been struggling with paying the rent.
Married still.
yeah, I feel like my divorce. That's what I'm
All right.
getting some help for that too.
All right, so you're getting help for your divorce.
Yes,
Right.
because I think he just came here because he wanted his green card. I don't think he came here for something else.
She believed that she was played as all he wanted was a green card, and when he eventually got it, he left with girls and she even knew. She explained that she's filed for divorce, but she also needs to see a lawyer for advice, but the downside was that she's going to have to pay $140 for that. Trust Judge Frank to always have a way to provide solutions.
He's an attorney. He will talk to him, and he will try to advise you what is the best course of action for you to protect your legal rights, okay? These cases are dismissed.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
God bless you.
Not only did he give her a break, he saved her the stress of looking for a lawyer. If all judges were like Judge Frank, the world would be a better place. On to our next case. A struggling single mom comes to court for multiple ticket violations, and a caught in Providence viewer comes to her defense. She's got a parking ticket and a bus stop violation.
Tell you there was a meter that I paid for. I paid for an hour. I put $1.25 in.
There's no meter for a bus stop.
See, that's where I got confused. I don't know. I put money in a meter. It could have been the wrong meter, or
Judge Frank reiterated that there was no parking in a bus stop and a meter is only good for areas where parking's permissible. The judge asked if the meter was a multi-space meter or a meter with a head on it. She stated that it was a meter with a head on it. The second is a courtesy notice, which was when the speed zones in school were first employed. Due to the fact that it was a courtesy notice, it was dismissed.
on there that aren't my plates, that I've never had those plates before.
Yeah, on your Chevrolet.
She tried to disagree, but then the judge explained that he was just informing her as he had a notion from the court stating that there were about 5 violations that she wasn't responsible for. In addition to those 5, she had 2 more that she was responsible for. One is a parking meter violation, and the other is a speeding ticket on Child Street violation.
He's in a school zone.
Yeah.
Right, that's a $50 ticket. Okay. You have a child with you today?
I do. He's in the hallway screaming.
How old is he?
He's 1.
She also has a 4-year-old. She's definitely got her hands full then. She mentioned that her daughter helps her a lot, so it's somewhat easier for her in some days. The judge stated that he was going to charge her $25 for the parking tickets, and he was also going to give her a break on the speeding violation as she was just a mile off. So it's only going to cost her $55 in total.
To pay it all today?
No.
Do I have time to pay it?
You having trouble?
A little bit. I'm a single mom.
Lori Matudo from Brookfield, Connecticut sent an inspiring letter in her mother's name with $100 requesting it be used to help pay somebody else's ticket. Judge Frank stated that he was going to use this $100 to pay for Samantha's violations. She owes $55, so the judge is going to be left with $45 to help somebody else.
Maybe you want to say something special in the solitude of your home tonight about Lori, or pray, or however you do it, right? But remember Lori tonight in some way.
It's always heartwarming knowing that there are people out there that want to give back to society and help other people in need. On to the next case. A single mom who's faced so much adversity in life gets some help from the judge's son and brother. Maria came to court with her 5-year-old son Chance, and he wants to be a firefighter when he gets bigger.
You know, the fire station is right next door.
Where?
Have you ever seen a big fire truck? No?
Oh yeah,
You-
me and my mom went to the state station.
Judge Frank explained to Inspector Quinn that she'd been in court the day before and she apparently touched everybody. She had a situation where her car was towed because it wasn't registered and she couldn't do so because the registry was closed. She also had a number of tickets, but she had a financial problem, and one of the things she talked about was that she had a difficult childhood.
When I was a kid, like my memory basically dates back to 5. When I was a kid, I got abused by my mom, but
While all of these things happened, nobody asked her questions about what was going on at home, so they just kept on thinking that she wasn't listening. So she got sent away when she was 14, and then she got out when she was 18. When she got out, she didn't have anybody, not even her mom or dad. She had an uncle who used to be a police detective but got promoted to sergeant for the Providence police force, and she said that was her role model that helped her out the most.
yes.
I know times are tough for you. Well, yesterday you, unfortunately, had a car that was towed. You didn't have any money. You had some tickets.
The situation now is that her car is now at the tow company and she's paying storage fees every single day, and she doesn't have any money. Judge Frank stated that he had a former police officer check with the tow company to see how much the charges would be, and they were $175 for storage and towing. And that's what she owes the tow company, so she basically can't get the car out until she pays.
You have to have it towed. And the charge to have the car towed would be $85. So you'd need $260 to get the car out of the storage company and to get it towed.
It appeared that the judge had asked her to come back because he told her he would try to help her after he found out how much was needed. A gentleman from Sedona, Arizona by the name of Bill Rapper sent in $200, suggesting that it be used to help someone who the judge thought had a problem and needed help. The judge further stated that the $200 would be used to pay her fine, and fortunately for her, Judge Frank's son and brother offered to pay the remaining $60 needed.
Thank you, gentlemen. I really appreciate it.
This, you know, let me tell you something about fanboys. This is my brother and that's my son. We didn't rehearse this. But you're going to get $50.
And just when you think it couldn't get any better, Judge Frank stated that the two men were going to give her $50 each so she can have another $40 to get breakfast for her son. She was given cash, and the judge asked Mr. Sarkeesian to give her a ride to the tow company and also a ride home.
Speak to Mr. Sarkeesian. He may be able to arrange for you to get the car registered as well. All right? So maybe you can use some of that extra money to get the car registered. All right? If you don't have enough, contact us and we'll help you out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So we want you to get the car towed. We want you to get it registered, okay? And we want you to get on the road, and hopefully things will turn around for you.
Thank you so much.
That was one roller coaster of emotions. The Caprios are one amazing family. On to the next case. A single mom shares her struggles of trying to raise 5 children with no outside help. Alicia's in court with their 5-year-old daughter. She's got 5 children and they all live with her too. She mentioned that her oldest, who will be 13, helps her watch the other kids sometimes.
They're all in school now, right?
Except for the last one, the baby, the 4-month-old.
You got a 4-month-old too?
Yeah, I just had him in October, and
Really makes you wonder if it ever ends. She drives the car and she's also a single mom. A single mom with 5 kids? How does she even manage that on her own? It appears that all the tickets were all around the same time of the day, so Judge Frank asked if she got them while she was picking up the kids at school. She disagreed and explained that the father of her kids sometimes takes the car.
Money?
no, nobody helps me. I do it by I pay for everything myself. And I'm not working right now. I'm supposed to start my job. I'm actually supposed to start a new job the 14th, and
Her original tickets are $285. Judge Frank mentioned that she's clearly a good person and a great mom, but when it comes to driving a car, she's a little bit irresponsible. She explained that she had once called the cops on her 13-year-old and her 10-year-old sons to try to talk to them, but it never seems to get through to them.
10-year-old, he plays his games, he gets mad, he starts banging stuff, he chewed a laptop, and he has ADHD, and he has a sleep disorder.
A fine of $200 was imposed on her, but according to Judge Frank, she wouldn't be paying it because it was going to be paid through the Philomena Fund. She's really a deserving person, and she also qualifies for someone who needs a lot of help financially.
Thank you. You're gonna make me cry.
We all get emotional at some point, and being emotional is not a bad thing, you know? But we're gonna help you out for the kids,
Okay, thank you.
for the kids.